Alright, let's see, here we go. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and let's see, I'm gonna go to a different screen real quick. And there's the camera that we'll be drawing on. So we're gonna need to get that set up. That's gonna take a few minutes, so hopefully you guys don't mind. We're gonna go ahead and do that right now. Give me just a moment. Because I've got this nifty little arm that I can use to angle the camera. But I always have the thing set up for my podcast, and sometimes adjusting it can be an issue. So we're going to go ahead and work on that. And before anyone asks, no, I definitely did not have time to do this after I got home from work, so yes, I'm a slacker. So it is not going to be Perler Creations, it's going to be drawing. Drawing got the most votes the last time I checked, and so it won. Now let me see if I... Okay, that is... in theory, that is... No, that is not the way I want it. There we go, that's how we want it. Hold on. There we go. Not terrible. Not ideal either. There we go. Alright. And I can move this over here just a little bit. Keyboard is over here. Alright, and now we're going to go ahead and get out paper and pencils, and we're going to start doing some drawing. I don't really have any trailers to react to tonight, so we're going to be skipping that part. And we're just going to do a little bit of drawing, so if you guys have anything that you would like me to attempt to draw, I'm not promising that it is going to look good. I can only promise that I'm going to try to draw it. Trouble! You do not get to go in there. Weirdo. I'll be right back. Apparently I need to beat Trouble as well. I did not give her snacks, so she was trying to write. That's it. That's all you get. Okay? That's all you get. Alright. Okay, so... Maybe some... Okay, alright, so we are, since I don't have any blank paper today, we're gonna just have to go with graph paper. So feel free to make a suggestion. I don't know why that's there. I mean, I could use the back of this. It's not like I'm doing anything particularly important, so although I don't know that lead or graphite is going to hold very well on it. We'll find out. So anyways, Alan Copeland, I think you're probably the only person here right now. Is there anything in particular you would like to see me attempt to draw? Because Spidey and Doc Ock, huh? Okay, I can try to do that. Let's see. Spidey and Doc Ock, huh? Let's think. Alright, so let's see. We're gonna have Spidey right over here. Alright, I'm not gonna worry too much about drawing the feet there. Okay, and then let's see, Spidey's shoulders can be a little bit wider than that. Actually, hold on, I wanted to have kind of a backhand ready pose here. And then another one where he's just kind of got a fist going. All right, so there we go. We got the start, and that's going to be very, very light, unfortunately. But as you can see, I'll try to darken things out as I continue. But essentially, I've got kind of a Spider-Man in kind of a "hey, fight me" pose here. Alright, so hopefully you can see a little bit more of that. And for Doc Ock, because I'm not very good at drawing Doc Ock, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. And we're gonna have him kind of over here, like facing Spidey from behind. And what we can do is try to have like some tentacles coming up around maybe like these sides of him. But that's kind of the best I've got for trying to draw Doc Ock right now. So what you're seeing is his head, and then what you can barely see here will be like, you know, some of the arm extension thingies here. So let me see if I can make these a little bit more. All right. So hopefully that gives you at least a basic idea of what we've got. So, all right. So, again, I'm not claiming to be a grade A artist here. It's something I just occasionally would do in my spare time. And I would usually get really impatient and try not to... I just wouldn't finish because it never looked the way I wanted it to. Trouble, what's wrong? Hold on, I think Trouble wants me to let her out, so I'm going to go do that. Hold on. Alright, so there's our basics right there. Let's see, we are going to start... Actually, I'm going to start fleshing out the legs here for Spidey. He's got a fairly slim build, so I don't want to beef up his legs too much here. And let's see. Okay. So there's kind of like one leg right there. And again, it's just the outline, hopefully. So what we're going to do here is we're going to trace along here a little bit. I don't know why I use the word trace. I'm not tracing anything. This is all freehand, and I'm making this all up as I go. So we're going to do a little bit of like this kind of knee parentheses right here, and then it's this weird kind of, I don't know, calves are weird on superheroes, at least from my limited experience of it. So there we go. We got our legs down for Spidey. Oh, hey guys. Sorry, just saw people coming on in. Wolf, good to see you. Let me go ahead and give Alan his thank you thwip for being here. And then we have one for Wolf. And who else? I can't. And Ryan is here too. Good to see you guys. So Alan Copeland requested that I try to draw Spider-Man and Doc Ock. So that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. I am not claiming to be an excellent artist, by the way. I am just gonna try to do the best I can with the meager ability that I have, and hopefully it will not look too bad. We'll find out. Alright, so at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can put a little kind of torso on him here. And then he would also have one around here as well. And then here's where his shoulder is. So we're gonna go ahead and kinda do a connection right here. And then we're gonna see what we can do with his shoulders and maybe his biceps here. Alright. And again, I've got him with kind of a like one arm back kind of. I'm gonna see what I can do with this kind of pose. And then again, kind of like Cab's forearms are weird. So from here, I'm gonna just do a little bit. We're gonna bring it down. And there we go. And now with the hand, I'm gonna do effectively, I call this a mouse pad right here. It's gonna be kind of a wide mouse pad though, because I want his fingers spread out. And then like he's gonna have a thumb back. And let's see, the thumb is actually gonna be on the inside. Do not forget your anatomy, kids, because there are plenty of people out there that will remind you of it. Anyone remember how to draw the Marvel way? So I have probably had this book since I was a kid. But yes, I do have How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way by Stan Lee and John Buscema. I've also got, this was like a newer, it's not the same book, it's not like a new edition of the same book, but it's like kind of a newer way of looking at drawing Marvel Comics characters. And to be fair, and to be perfectly honest and upfront here, guys, what little I know about how to draw comes from those books. So, maybe one or two other things. So, all right. So let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and try to. Let's see. Come on, Spidey's got a little bit of shoulder, so we're gonna put a little bit of shoulder meat on him here. And I'm actually gonna have his shoulder come from behind the lat right there. All right, and then let's see. We're gonna go ahead. Hopefully I don't screw this up. I can see the angling getting away from me just a little bit here. But again, you remember how I said elbows are weird? Elbows are weird. Because like right here, I can probably get away with like doing one of these things to kind of curve the forearm in. And let's see, I want that forearm to be fairly imposing, especially as compared to the other one. Alright, and then there's just kind of a, I don't know. Again, elbows are weird. Alright. So there we go. You can't draw well, but you did vote for this. I'm not claiming to draw well either, just so you guys know. Alright. So now, at this point, I'm just going to try to draw, like, some angles to show that Spidey is basically holding up a fist. Basically a kind of, hey, you want a knuckle sandwich? Come get it. You know, kind of deal here. So, we'll see if I am able to make it look good. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. So, okay. So now what we're doing is I'm going to take a quick look. I am going to try to shrink the size of the forearm here just a little bit. And probably, and great, I don't have an eraser. Let me grab an eraser real quick. Ha ha ha! My drawer trying to tell me I don't have an eraser. Ha ha! That'll show you. I have erasers up the wazoo! Although I don't know how proud I should be to say that. It just means I make a lot of mistakes, you know? Alright. Okay, so we're gonna redo this. And again, I'm gonna shrink the size of the hand here. Not because he has a smaller hand than the other fist, but because it's a little further back. All right. So, all right, we're gonna return here. We're gonna go and try to give Spider-Man a neck now, and let me see. His head strikes me as a little too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to impose a different scale on it right about here. And we're going to see if we can make this work. So let me go ahead and get rid of the excess right here. Alright. Okay, are you guys able to see this okay? I mean, I realize it's probably the graphite here is probably not the darkest thing that I could be using, but it's kind of what I've got at the moment. So I will do what I can. I don't want to make things too dark, but I do want you guys to be able to see what's going on. So. Alright, and I mean, I'm fairly solid on most of these lines down here, so... Alright... Okay. Alright, so there'll be some things that I go over later with the eraser, but don't worry, we're gonna ink this as well. Or at least we're gonna try to. Alright, so... here is what we've got, kind of for the outline of the head here, okay? We've basically got the body more or less outlined, so we'll see how it actually goes here. Now, I could try to work on Octavius, but I'm going to save him for later because I don't really know how to do him. I'm pretty sure I'm going to screw him up. So we're going to try to get a win here first, okay? Because I'm pretty confident in my ability to draw Spider-Man on at least a surface level, you know? So let's see. When I'm drawing the head of Spider-Man, I like to start with the eyes. So let's see, we've got an eye line kind of about right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go with the kind of almost ovular lensing here. Okay, it looks like I'm going for a McFarlane effect right now. So there we go. You guys can see, got a little bit going on there. Now, with Spider-Man, one thing I got really good at least in my opinion, when I did Spider-Man is because I can draw Spider-Man for like a kid at the library. Like if I see a kid wearing a Spider-Man shirt, I'll sketch out a really quick headshot of Spider-Man. And again, it's not professional, but it looks okay. It's all right. So, all right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and start with the little bit of webbing line that kind of separates that goes out towards the chin. And then from there, I'm going to connect them, and then I'm going to start just making the web itself. All right. And then kind of in between the eyes, I'll go ahead and grab. There we go. All right, and you can see what I'm doing at the top of his head. I'm kind of like curving it a little towards the end. So, all right, and then let's see. I think, the web lines themselves are kind of they're very like open to interpretation. A lot of artists take a lot of different approaches with them. So my approach is thus, basically. Okay. His head looks a little small, but we're gonna stick with it. I am gonna raise up his shouldering a little bit and try to connect it. And then I think what I'm gonna do now is we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna erase a bunch of the interior stuff here, and we're gonna try to design it, basically. So, sent you something on Discord Drawing Relatus, which us old heads may remember. Okay, I'll check it out at some point. Okay. Okay. Now the paper that I'm using is fairly glossy, mainly because I was gonna draw on this graph paper here, but I had the cover on the graph paper and I tore it off, and I saw that the other side was blank, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and use this. So we're using it. So this might not be the best surface to draw on, but it is the surface that I'm drawing on this evening for you guys' entertainment. I certainly hope you're entertained. So, alright, so you can see my erasure lines. I don't really care. Alright. So let's see. At this point, I'm actually going to look up a Spider-Man costume, so I'm using the search term Spider-Man costume art reference, and just trying to recall everything I know. So, okay, so the spider on the chest is going to be where I go next. So, alright, so the chest, we're not going to go directly center on the chest. We are going to kind of move it this way a little bit to show that the center has shifted a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and just put the long end of the spider right here. Alright, and then what we're going to do next is we're going to, I could probably make this higher and a little bit bigger, so I'm actually going to extend it. Alright, and then I'm just going to draw my Spider-Man spider insignia. This is the one that I put in, that I know how to draw. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so there we go. Hopefully not too terribly amateurish, but if it is, well, I'm an amateur, so, you know. And actually, I could probably stand to curve these legs a little right here, so I'm going to do that. Alright. Okay, so now, where I'm really kind of looking to go is I'm gonna check my Spider-Man costume reference again. Yeah, we're gonna basically try to do the outline where the blue will occur. All right. So for Spidey right now, most of that is gonna be like on this side of him. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just. All right, and then it's like patched to where it goes pretty much up to his forearm. So we're gonna go ahead and do like, let's see, let's go right up here. All right, and again, I'm terrible at following musculature. I'm sure there is something to it that I'm not getting, but that's okay. All right. So we got that, and then we'll see a, let's see, we'll see a little bit of it here. And, oh, I may have screwed myself there. Well, no, not really. I just need to change where the line ends. So we're going to go ahead and change it right there. And we'll erase everything that came after it. Okay. Because, again, we're trying to keep all of that to the underside here. Alright, and that's just going to cut off right there. Then he's got another kind of like a little belt situation going on here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And it's this kind of like weird, kind of like here it is. I'm going to angle it there. All right. And then most of the rest of him is, in terms of costume lines, there's not a whole lot. So let's just go ahead and we're gonna do, yeah, we've got lining kind of where like where the footsies start. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some lines there. And then this foot is supposed to be a little bit back. I know it probably doesn't look that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put a different height on the other boot there. And then let's see. I'm just going for a classic suit right now. Ryan, you asked what Spider-Man version I'm going for. Just kind of a classic comic books one, because that's the one that I'm most familiar with trying to draw. So, all right. Let's work on these. Let's work on these hands. Much as I hate doing that, I am going to make a couple of quick changes here. There we go. Alright, so smaller fist. Kinda don't care at the moment. Alright. Now fists, I've never really been good at drawing fists, so this might be a Let's see, side fist art reference. Let's just see what we get. Okay. We're seeing the fist not from the side of the thumb. We're seeing it from... Okay. So let's see, we've got the 1, 2, 3. We're gonna have a little bit of a thumb right there. Alright. And then, again, fists are weird because you've got to show the curvature of the finger when it's compacted. And again, it just looks all kinds of weird to me. And unfortunately, I think that's about the best I can do with the fist. So that's probably the best we're gonna get in terms of how it looks tonight. So again, never promised I'd be good. I just promised I'd try. So all right, just remember Rob Liefeld, who can't draw feet, and he made millions of dollars drawing. All right, hello, Martinez Plays with the Egg Raid. The Egg Raid? What? Well, welcome. Anyways, good to see you. Hope all is well. All right, so let's see. We're going to go ahead and try to make it look like he's actually got a thumb here. All right, so anyways, at this point, really the kind of the thing to do now is to just I mean, I'm just gonna start putting the webbing into the suit. So we're gonna go ahead and just start doing that. And honestly, like, the webbing, I know a lot of artists hate drawing the webbing, and I probably would too if I had to draw it all the time professionally. But as a kid, when I was drawing the webbing on the Spider-Man mask, that's when it really felt like I was bringing him to life, you know? Because then the face becomes less of a generic face and more distinct, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and just try to put in all of these little web curvatures here. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, it can be a challenge. You know, sometimes it is really easy to just kind of get lost in trying to keep it all going, to kind of make it all, you know, perfect, for lack of a better term. But you know, you can, you know, it's possible if you just kind of stick with it. So, all right. Anyways, I have to color this when I'm done drawing it, dude. I'll be lucky if I'll be able to ink this. So, all right. Who is my favorite or most defined Spidey artist? Wolf's Ron Friends. There's probably like 3 or 4. Mark Bagley is definitely one of them. Hold on a second, I dropped my pencil. Okay, so Mark Bagley is definitely one of them, and I think for a while he definitely was my favorite. But then along came Sarah Pichelli, and wow, she's amazing. I love her work. I'm just like, you know, like, her work, particularly on, I think Spider-Man, was like, it was just breathtaking for me. So, it's probably Sarah Pichelli if I just have to pick one. But I also really like Mark Bagley. I liked Eric Larson's take on Spider-Man. I didn't care much for Todd McFarlane. Some people love Todd McFarlane. I think he's okay. He's definitely got a gift for expressive illustration, but like he's always struck me as a little too full of himself. And yeah, I don't know. He's all right. He's all right. I like Humberto Ramos. He's really good, and John Romita Sr. You know, he's far and away one of the big ones for me. So, thank you, Martinez Plays. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, no, God, I mean, not only just during the 90s, I mean, he illustrated, I think, most of Ultimate Spider-Man, too. Which, you know, I was like, God dang, that dude has had a career, you know? So, okay. So now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna move to the neckline. And it's really funny because some people get really flustered by the neckline. I never really have. For me, the neckline is just put a few put a few web lines going down, and then basically try to connect it to the chest as best you can, and then take it from there. So that's what we're gonna do. And really, like, let's see. Hold on a sec. We're gonna go ahead and just, like, I'm gonna take this one. This is gonna be the center line. See how it's going right down the center here? It's gonna go through the spider. And it's gonna connect to the point down here. Boom. All right. We're gonna assume there's at least one or two more such lines like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to run another line about as parallel as I can. Alright, we got another one over here. Alright, so then I'm actually, for the sake of symmetry, I'm basically kind of just adding web lines that are kind of coming out of nowhere, but that will help kind of keep the idea that, you know, hey, these are Peter's web lines here. So the web line, as it happens, is also the name of my podcast. And so if you guys are not already listening to it, like, why the heck aren't you? You totally should be. But yeah, check it out sometime. I've got about 5 episodes out, 6 if you count the bonus episode. And yeah, it's good listening. If you like Spidey, my most recent episode is it was a tier list of all of the Spider-Man suits. Alright, and there we go. And now, I'm gonna send some lines over this way. And then again, I'm gonna curve some of them. Got another one coming this way. Alright. Got another one coming down off of that way. There we go. And now at this point, you're just drawing a bunch of connecting web lines and trying to make sure that we get that going. So, all right, Martinez, I'm gonna ask you, please don't spam. I let you get away with it the first time because you were new here. That's fine, but it's not a thing I'm crazy about. So. If you could limit the egg raids to like maybe 1 per stream, I would appreciate it. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and we're just going to kind of put in some of those small curves to show the webbing pattern, and they will get more infrequent and spaced out as we move along. And you see what I'm doing there? I'm connecting them in kind of almost like a circle here, which is, you know, it's the way that a lot of artists have done it. So it's all right. It's all right. You didn't know. It's okay. It's all good. Let's see. Now, I have this issue, and I know that some people are probably going to hate me for this, but apparently the web lines that I'm drawing, according to most art references, they're curved the wrong way. They're supposed to be curved up. However, if you were to take Spider-Man's costume as a single piece, starting from the mask, then the web lines should, the hump should be upward and not downward. And that's, again, that's my decision. You could call that my particular touch. However incorrect it may or may not be. But that's just kind of the way that I've always drawn him. And that's the way I'm going to draw him tonight. Alright. Random question. Are you guys okay with the, are you guys enjoying the Spotify playlist? I don't mind it. I know that occasionally it has been distracting to me. It's not right now, but, if you guys have any issues with it, let me know. Because I don't really mind getting rid of it if it's bothering people. But with that said, it's certainly nothing that's mission critical either. So there we go. And then again, as you go further down the torso, and I tend to try to leave the spider alone where I can, but you spread out the web lining a little bit more. This is more or less underneath. All right. Alright, we're going to go one more layer right here. Okay, and I'm not sure how well you guys can see this, so I'm going to bring it up towards the camera. I'm actually going to bring it up to, well, no, let's bring it up to this camera. Alright, so you guys can see a little bit more of what I'm doing here. Alright, so I've got to put in some web lining over here. Put one more over there, and then I'm actually going to curve that up a little bit, just to kind of maintain the physics of it. All right, and we're good. Everything sounds fine. Okay, excellent, excellent. So we got Spidey done, at least up here. We could probably go and add some webbing to the arm portions right here, so we'll go ahead and do that. And it just occurred to me that I still haven't done the, I still have not done the hand on the other side there, so we're going to have to work on that. So, but in the meantime, we're going to finish this. Okay. And then when we get to this part, so Spidey's fingers are all kind of like segmented by the time you get to the finger work. And so like there's a little bit there, there's going to be segmentation around the thumbs. Okay. And then like the rest of it is kind of hold on, I've got to look at a hand reference for Spider-Man. Yeah, a lot of it is just more continuation of the webbing here. So we're going to go ahead and just place that where we can. And again, I'm just going to kind of awkwardly draw the webs where I can. And there we go. Okay, so we know that this part is blue, where I'm outlining right here. Okay, so the hand. We need to work on the hand here. So what we're going to do is we are going to just I'm spreading out the fingers. We're going to start with the thumb here. Okay, and then from the thumb, I'm just going to kind of work on a, you know, more or less just kind of an open hand here. Alright. Let's see. Let me take that to about there. Alright, again, this is probably not going to be my best design of a hand, but whatever. I mean, that's not terrible, so... I'm sending this to Joe Quesada. Don't be surprised if you get a call later for contract work. If Joe Quesada listens to any of my podcasts, he knows that I don't like him very much. And so he probably won't have anything to do with me. But I appreciate the shout out. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to put the webbing on over here. And I mean, again, we're just kind of working our way down. And there we are. Okay. Alright, so now... Okay, again, finger segmentation, finger segmentation, finger segmentation, and then thumb segmentation. And then, I mean, it's a lot like... It's a lot like my gloves, you know? Alright. And then boom. Alright, there we go. So we've got all the webbing done for the upper body. We've still got to get the footsies, the boots, whatever you want to call them. And that one's fairly easy too. So we're just basically continuing the web pattern here. So I'm just going to go ahead and alright. And then again, alright. Web segments, web segments, web segments. Okay, so there we are. That's one. And then this last one is just so easy. And I could get away with just doing that if I wanted to. So I think for now, that's what we are going to do. Alright, so there we go. I've got I got a Spider-Man here who maybe has... He's maybe not quite as lean as I would like, and he's probably, his legs are a little chunkier than I would like. But I mean, we've got a recognizable Spider-Man here. Okay? Now, oh god, next part is going to be Doc Ock. All right, and again, this was at Alan Copeland's request here. So here's what we're going to do. And again, I don't really draw Doc Ock very well, so I'm gonna cheat a whole hell of a lot. All right. But essentially, we're gonna mimic Doc Ock's bowl cut. And try to do that from behind so that all we have to look at is his hair, and then I'll put in the I'll put in the tentacles. So let's see. Let's just call it the Doc Ock haircut and see what that looks like. Okay, none of this is very helpful. Alright, how about this? How about Doc Ock bowl cut? Maybe that'll... Yeah, nothing particularly helpful here, so... Alright, so... in that case... Let's see... I mean, if we're just looking at him from behind, and this is what we got, his eye line is probably right about here. I'm not sure what you guys can see at the moment, so... Okay. Alright. Oh, you love my work? Thank you. I'm the best YouTuber... Oh, wow, I doubt that, but I appreciate the vote of confidence. Okay, so if his eye line's here, and his eyes are over on this side, that's fine. His ears are probably going to be over here. So let's, at the very least, let's see. Alright. Okay. Okay, so if that's going to be where his ear ends... See, this is probably where I'm going to start to fall apart here. Ears have never been particularly a good, big strength of mine, so... Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to pretend that Doc Ock has got some long hair. We're going to give it a little bit of sectioning. So, like, mostly kind of at the part. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of throw in some subtle sectioning here. And we're just going to let this kind of be Doc Ock's hair. You can kind of like... Actually, I probably don't even need this lining here. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw in a tentacle up here to give the impression that we're looking at Doc Ock from behind. And then we're going to go ahead and just try to add a, like the one of the tentacle ends to it. Let me go ahead and grab that back here. So, you hope I become famous soon? Dude, if I ever became famous because of my Spider-Man drawings, that would be just the weirdest kick in the head to me. Okay? I mean, you know, sure, if that happens, alright, cool. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw out like a section of Doc Ock kind of arm tentacle here. Or, I guess the claw is more or less what we're looking for. Okay. And I'm going to assume a center right there. Actually, I should assume a center right about here. Okay. And then let's see, from here... Let's see... Hold on. I know I'm not making this as elegant as I could, but again, I have said it before. Doc Ock, not exactly my, not exactly someone I spent a lot of time drawing before. So. Alright. Alright, I don't know if you guys can hear, but Trouble is begging to be let in. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the, you know, the mechanical segments here real quick. And then I'm going to go and let Her Royal Highness in, so I will be right back. Oh, Martinez, thank you for tweeting it out. I appreciate that. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. How are you? How's my sweet kitty? How is she doing? Is she a butt? She's a butt. I love this kitty. She's a butt, and I love her. Okay. So, with that done, we're actually going to do another arm that is going to look like it's coming from behind Octavius again. It's going to cut off a little bit of Spider-Man and a little bit of Octavius. And we're going to see just how well I can draw this one. She is very cute, and she is sweet, and she's also kind of a pain in the butt, and I love her very much. Hello. How are you? Yeah, I almost lost Trouble this year, earlier this year. She got really sick, and I had to put her in an animal hospital for 2 weeks. So, I'm very grateful that she's alive. I'm going to be paying off her medical debt for a while, but you know what? It's worth it. Every snuggle, every cuddle has been completely worth it. So, okay, so what I'm doing here is we're doing like one tentacle where it's gonna cut off part of his arm significantly. Okay, and then we're gonna have another one. Let's see, somewhere like this. So I'm gonna go kind of like that. Alright, and then the other one is going to be similar. It's going to be more like that. And again, I'm probably screwing up the physics of this. Yeah, I really don't make any apologies. I just have never learned to draw at these kinds of angles using, so... But yeah, so now what I'm going to do is we're going to again we're gonna do the mechanical segmentations here. All right, I probably didn't even need that. Okay, and so a lot of this stuff I'm just going to go ahead and erase. We're going to erase part of Spidey's arm. Alright, and there we go. Oh, hi! Hello! How you doing? How are you, sweetie? You want to say hi? You want to say hi to the stream? Huh? Hey everybody, the Queen is here. Hi! Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. I love you. I love you so much. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You're so sweet. Okay, and she's probably out of frame now. Okay, so let's see. We've cut off part of that. We're going to see if we can get a little bit more here. Okay. We're going to cut off part of Spidey's arm right here. Trouble, what are you doing? You're such a little weirdo. Guys, she's doing it again. Oh, I love you. I love this kitty. Alright, so there we go. We've got more or less a Spider-Man versus Doc Ock face-off here in probably about as good a detail as I can manage at my level of artistic expression here. So, what we're going to do now Normally, right now, I would be playing Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom for you guys, but if you guys are enjoying this, and you seem to be, there's more of you here than normal, and the chat has been unusually active, just let me know, because I can continue to ink this, and we'll see how it turns out. Coloring, I don't know if I'm going to be able to color it tonight. Alright, one thing I'm going to start doing with inking you see what I'm doing here with inking? I shouldn't be doing this. With inking, you want very strong, smooth lines. I'm doing that thing where I kind of just like, I go in strokes. And it's not the, it will make a difference in how the finished product looks, so. But again, this is what I'm comfortable doing, so we're just going to go ahead and do this for now. But as you can see, the ink, like even just with Doc Ock's hair there, is already making like a big difference in the perceptibility levels of this. All right. See, this is what I should be trying to do. Even that wasn't my smartest move. Actually, it probably was my smartest move. It's not a move that you should do, but this piece of paper is partially ripped, so, you know. I don't know. Yeah, there's 4 people. Sometimes I'm lucky to get like 2 or 3 on my streams, so, you know. This is a good turnout. So, all right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna ink that interior line there. I'm just gonna go and try to connect the claw to the end of the mechanical tentacle, like that. And then these will definitely be, like, they will be segmented. Like, from the, you know, because they do cut off because of the perspective. Alright, so there we go. The inking process is somewhere where you can decide to make subtle changes to the placement of your pencil lines if you want, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. Because I'm going to go over this in pencil, with eraser in a little while. All right, and so there we've got one of Doc Ock's tentacles done here. Dun dun dun. Okay. All right, we're gonna try to knock out the other tentacle. There we go. Alright, and then I think I'm actually going to bring this in a little bit, and we're going to make this, we're gonna connect that circle there. And I'm going to try to slightly alter the placement of this particular. Actually, that might work. Okay. All right. There we go. All right, there we go. Thank you, Martinez. I appreciate it. I don't draw very often. Like, this was kind of one of the this is a fairly novel activity for me to be doing on my YouTube channel. All right, there we go. And Doc Ock is basically done. Like, we're good. So now we can start on Spidey. So, oh, I'm totally down to play some Zelda later. Maybe once we're done inking this, because I don't really have. I might have some pens for coloring it. I don't know if I want to do that tonight. So we'll see. I don't know. Nothing is off the table right now. Okay, so with Spidey, I'm actually going to start near where the Octavius arms are. So we're going to start with this fist here. And we are going to just try to be as deliberate as we can with each ink line here. Okay. So there we go. You watched me in 2018, but you didn't have a Google account? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you make good videos? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Dude, some of my initial videos are really rough, so that's actually really nice to hear. I appreciate that. Alright. And we are gonna try to, like, I'm gonna try to get this arm and shoulder more or less taken care of. That's not my favorite line right there. So we've got the outline taken care of. I'm gonna try to go in and ink all of the detail work now as we, as we finish the outline. So one of the simplest things that I'm gonna be able to do is just go over here and put in the segmenting. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Alright, and that's going to end there. There's going to be segmenting on the thumb right here. Alright, and now what we're going to try to do is do the web lining. So we're actually going to start with this really long one right here. And again, we're just trying to take these things to their natural conclusions. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. I look at some of this and I'm not crazy about some of it, but you know, art is not almost never supposed to be perfect. So I liked a lot of fighting and battling. Oh, you're probably talking about Marvel Contest of Champions. I actually went back to playing it in 2021, and I grinded for almost 2 years straight. I got to the highest rank that you could get in the game, and then I just got burned out. And I don't think I've played it since like January or February. And actually, guys, I don't know if any of you are aware of this, but I haven't even played Marvel Puzzle Quest lately. I have not played a mobile game in 2 weeks. Today is literally it's been 2 weeks since I last played Marvel Puzzle Quest. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I kind of feel great. So, like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a couple of extra web lines right there. And now we're gonna grab some of these web line segments here. Okay, all right, not terrible, not amazing, but not terrible either, so. All right, so, moving on. Let's see, we're actually going to continue, and we're going to start working on the major outline here. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I can to connect everything as meaningfully as I can. Okay. Alright, there we go. Haven't been active lately because of school and high school. Will I remember you when I'm famous? Yes, I will. I don't know if I'm ever going to become famous, but if I do, I will make sure to remember Martinez Plays. Okay. Alright, let's see. The hands. Okay. Again, hands, I'm never at my most confident when I'm drawing hands, so I guess for that reason it's a good idea to just kind of get them out of the way. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start with that web line right there. And we're gonna use the rest of them There we go. Oh boy. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna take my glasses off for a second. Okay, so we can do lots of little segments on the fingers here. Okay, and then for the rest of these, we just do basic web segmenting. And there we go. And then for the rest of this, we just take the web segmenting up the arm here. Okay. And now with these web segments, we start working on the chest. I should probably fill in the other web lines as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and just get the outline of the head done. Alright, so there we go. We got the outline done. And now, at this point, I'm going to try to do interior outlines and then web lines, and then we'll do the web segments. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get the spider. Okay, there we go. We got the spider. Not the best, but you know, it was never gonna be. So try to get as many of the other web lines in here as we can. Whew, okay, all right. Now we just need to get web segments, and then we can basically finish off. Well, actually, we can get the boots, and then we can finish off with the head. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, there we go. Alright, and I'm gonna go up Spidey's neck. And basically get these web segments taken care of here. And then I think we basically got this set right here. There we go. Alright, so I think we're looking pretty good. We're going to go ahead and just do... I'm going to do this boot real quick because it's real easy. Right. There we go. Yeah, made kind of a boo-boo there, but, you know... There's not much I can do about it, so I'm not going to worry. Alright, and then we're going to web segment all of this. Alright. And now pretty much all we've got left to do is the mask and the head here. So okay. As I did with the pencil work, I'm gonna start with the eyes, and again, I need to take my glasses off for it. There we go, so we've more or less got the eyes. Alright guys, there we go. I have got a more or less complete line work version of Spidey versus Doc Ock here. Again, you guys can thank Alan Copeland for he's the one that made the request. But all things considered, this is a fairly complete example of my artistic abilities. Not the greatest in the world, I know, but still, you know, it's alright. So, alright, can I make a show about drawing? I mean, this is kind of it right here, so. But, let's think. I don't know that I've got the resources to color this. And in any case, I would need to take an eraser to it big time before I did any of that. I just don't think I have that in me. But we have been basically doing this for like about an hour and 45 minutes, which is way longer than, well, about an hour and a half, okay. Which is way longer than I expected to go doing this. So, I think at this point, I can put the drawing aside. We can maybe revisit this drawing maybe next Friday, and I can try to erase all the pencil, and then we can try to color it. I don't know, but we can do that. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this stream. So we'll stop this stream, and then I'll boot up The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, and we'll play that. Okay? Does that sound good, guys? I hope it does. But in the meantime, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me while I did this drawing. This is definitely not kind of the normal way I spend a Friday night, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. So maybe we can do this next week. I make no promises that my drawing ability will get any better, but we can always try and see what comes out of it. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. We'll be back in about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, probably right around 10 o'clock. And we'll play some Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, okay? So in the meantime, thank you guys for hanging out. This is Spidey Librarian. And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good rest of the evening. Bye!